Well, good morning. So, I ended up kind of being forced to do a little bit of end busting. I gotta come and get some Elytra. Figured while I'm here, I might as well get some Shulkers, etc. I had a bit of an incident. I was flying around in a cave, and one of the cats that you may or may not hear in the background decided it would be fun to try and climb my leg. And that kind of hurt, and I reached down to pull her off of my leg, and I looked up, and next thing I knew, I hit a wall and fell into lava, and my elytra was no more. Cashew was nice enough to hook me up with some spare to be able to keep going and not be too delayed. I was gonna go to the end and do the bridging, but he was nice enough to hook me up with an elytra, so I didn't have to. I could just come out here and fly around and grab myself some elytra and get myself back to where I need to be and grab a couple of extra to give him. So did a bit of a reenactment of the events of the incident, and this is give or take what it ended up looking like as I reached down to pull a cat off of my leg. Suddenly, all my gear is gone, all my stuff is gone, my elytra is gone, and I'm back to square one. So, like I said, Cashew was nice enough to hook me up, and off I came to the end. So I figured since I'm going to come to the end and gather a bunch of elytra and a bunch of shulkers, I might as well throw a little video together of my end bust. As you can see, I found a few spots where there were multiple boats in the same area, which is always nice. Speeds things up nice and quick. No searching for end cities. Was able to just get in, get my gear, and get out. Ended up being a pretty good end bust. I actually haven't done it in a really long time. I would say probably a year and a half since I went through to do an end bust. My world is so established that it's really not necessary at all. I have tons of spare of everything that I need. Last time I was there was just to get a shulker farm going because we were finally, after a year, running low on shulkers. So I got a shulker farm going, overnighted that, and really haven't been back. And on the multiplayer server I was playing on with Cashew and Will and Fire, they actually hooked me up with an elytra, and I bought the other ones that I needed. So I actually never went to the end in that world, even though we were on it for, I don't know, 6 months or 8 months or something like that. But we're on a new one now, and I don't have all that gear backed up. So I figured I'd do a quick recording, getting some elytra, getting some gear, and of course using the ultimate item that you could ever use in the end, the water bucket, for some lovely water bucket clutch like that. That's a beautiful thing. It's weird that water bucket is literally the most useful thing in the end, but it is. So got a bunch of recordings of some wonderful water bucket clutch. I never miss. I rarely miss. It doesn't happen very often, but every once in a while. But figured I'd get some recording of picking up some items, grabbing some water bucket clutch, fighting some shulkers, just some general stuff through the end. Everyone's been there. We all know what it looks like, but thought it'd be kind of fun to do a complete recording of what happened along the way. For chasing down shulkers, this is actually one of my favorite methods. Get down below them and annoy them and get them to shoot you and just let them bring you to them. Works like a charm. I love doing it. Makes it nice and easy to get anything that you want. And I've got thorns on every piece of gear, so if you hit them once or twice and they end up running away, if they shoot you, their chances are going to kill themselves. Never did I Leroy Jenkins and come within an inch of dying. That wouldn't happen. I don't imagine I would be that foolish to get down to half a heart and nearly end my run. But for the most part, it went pretty well. I had very few moments where I was in any kind of concern. I got lots of elytra, lots of shulkers, lots of diamonds. At the end, I'll do a little breakdown of everything that I got while I was running around in there. But we'll kind of finish it off with a whole lot of elytra that I snagged along the way. It was a pretty productive run. Lots of diamonds, lots of shulkers, lots of elytra. I'm literally never going to have to go back to the end. I've got enough to last me for however long this season runs. I think they're on season 4. I was on Sublime season 2. So I can't imagine that I'll need to go back. I was kind enough to go through and make sure that as I was raiding, I was taking down the masts on the ship. So if anyone else goes into the end and they're looking for elytra, if they get to a boat and it has no mast, they know it's already been cleared. They know it's gone. I did have a few incidents where I found some shulkers that I was getting on a streak where no one was dropping anything. Multiple shulkers in a row and absolutely no shulker shells dropping. But, it happens. It's all good. I survived. I made it through. I got lots of loot, so I can't really complain. It was a pretty good end busting trip. I haven't done end busting in a long time. And I mean, I used to watch Iskal and Mumbo do end busting back in the day. I think season 5 and 6 and 7. I think they watched their end busting videos. They were always entertaining and fun. So I figured I'd put something out for you guys. Just something different. So here's what we got for loot. This is the final outcome. Got lots of iron, gold, emeralds no one cares about, but over half a stack of diamond and a bunch of trim. So that's kind of nice. I got a bunch of random end blocks that no one's ever going to use, but bringing them home anyway. But the key point, 15 elytra, 4.5 stacks of shulker shells. That's going to last me for quite a while. I'm not going to have to worry about chasing down elytra, and I have enough to pay Cashew back, which is great. A bunch of random end loot that nobody cares about. It's, none of it was good. All of it's there to be disenchanted and used again. But really the key point, 15 elytra, 4.5 stacks of shulkers, and we're good. Have a good one, everybody.